Did you know that a group of farmers once took up arms against the US government over a whiskey tax? Or that the only successful coup d'etat in American history happened right here on US soil? History books often focus on the big events, but some of the most fascinating stories are the ones we never hear about. Today, we're uncovering 10 incredible events in US history that have been almost completely forgotten. Trust me, you won't believe these actually happened. Number 10. The Whiskey Rebellion, 1791 to 1794. Starting off our list is an event that almost tore apart the young United States, the Whiskey Rebellion. Picture this. It's the early 1790s, and the US government decides to tax whiskey. Not a big deal, right? Wrong. For farmers in western Pennsylvania, whiskey wasn't just a drink. It was practically currency. This tax hit them hard, and they were not happy about it. Things got so heated that farmers started attacking tax collectors, and President George Washington himself had to lead an army to calm things down. The rebellion fizzled out, but it was a crucial moment that showed just how fragile the new government was. Number 9. The Bonus Army March, 1932. Coming in at number 9, we have a protest that brought thousands of veterans to the streets of Washington, D.C. The Bonus Army March. It was the Great Depression, and World War I veterans were struggling to make ends meet. They were promised a bonus for their service, but it wasn't set to be paid until 1945. Desperate and determined, they marched to the Capitol, demanding their money now. The government's response? Not so great. The U.S. Army, under orders from President Hoover, ended up using tear gas and tanks to disperse the protesters. The whole debacle hurt Hoover's reputation and set the stage for Franklin D. Roosevelt's landslide victory in the next election. Number 8. The Battle of Blair Mountain, 1921. Number 8 on our list takes us to the rugged hills of West Virginia and the largest labor uprising in U.S. history, the Battle of Blair Mountain. In 1921, 10,000 coal miners took up arms against coal companies and the government, demanding better working conditions and fair wages. It was like a real-life version of the Hunger Games, complete with battles between miners and private security forces. The U.S. Army even used bombers against the miners. The conflict ended without a clear victory, but it was a turning point for labor rights in America. Number 7. The Wilmington Insurrection, 1898. Our number 7 event is one of the darkest, most forgotten chapters in American history, the Wilmington Insurrection. In 1898, a white supremacist mob overthrew the elected biracial government of Wilmington, North Carolina. They destroyed black-owned businesses, killed dozens of African Americans, and forced many others to flee the city. This wasn't just a riot, it was a full-on coup d'etat. And the worst part? The perpetrators faced no consequences, and the event was buried in history for decades. It's a chilling reminder of how fragile democracy can be. Number 6. The Zoot Riots, 1943. Moving on to number 6, we've got the Zoot Riots of 1943, a lesser-known racially charged conflict in Los Angeles. During World War II, tensions between Mexican-American youths and white servicemen escalated into a series of violent clashes. The so-called Zoot Suiters, known for their flashy, oversized suits, became targets in what were essentially race riots. The police and media painted the Mexican-American community as troublemakers, but the real story was much more complex, involving deep-seated racism and social injustice. Number 5. The Great Sioux War, 1876 to 1877. At number 5, we're heading to the plains of the American West for the Great Sioux War. This series of battles between the Lakota Sioux and the U.S. government included the infamous Battle of Little Bighorn, where General Custer met his demise. But the war didn't end there. The U.S. was relentless, eventually forcing the Lakota to cede much of their land. This conflict fundamentally changed Native American life, but it's often reduced to just Custer's last stand in history books. Number 4. The Philippine-American War, 1899 to 1902. Number 4 brings us to the other side of the world. After the Spanish-American War, the U.S. found itself in a brutal conflict with the Philippines, which had just declared independence. What started as a fight for freedom quickly turned into a bloody guerrilla war. The U.S. used harsh tactics to suppress the insurgents, leading to widespread suffering among the Filipino people. This war had massive implications for U.S. foreign policy, but it's rarely discussed. Number 3. The American Indian Movement's Occupation of Alcatraz, 1969 to 1971. At number 3, we have a story of resistance and reclaiming identity. The American Indian Movement's Occupation of Alcatraz. For 19 months, Native American activists took over the abandoned prison island, demanding it be returned to indigenous peoples. Their protest drew national attention to the struggles of Native Americans and inspired a new wave of activism. It's a powerful story of resilience and hope. Number 2. The Red Summer, 1919. Number 2 is the Red Summer of 1919, a terrifying wave of racial violence that swept across the United States. From Chicago to Washington, D.C. and beyond, race riots erupted as black communities clashed with white mobs. It was a harrowing time of racial terror and turmoil, but it also sparked a renewed fight for civil rights that would carry on for decades. Number 1. The Ludlow Massacre, 1914. And finally, our number 1 forgotten event is the Ludlow Massacre. In 1914, striking coal miners and their families were attacked by the Colorado National Guard and Company Guards. The violence left many dead, including women and children. The outcry was so great that it led to national labor reforms and helped shape the labor movement in America. It's a tragic but pivotal moment in the struggle for workers' rights. So there you have it, 10 incredible forgotten events that shaped American history. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating history content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.